Good morning and welcome. This is Sunrise with Dr. Surajit Khanna. It's a news bite for anyone ages 10 to 25, brought to you by KhannaForKids.com. That's KHANNA for kids.com. It's a good morning message and a short snippet of the news just for today's youth. We are on the air digitally every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, a little bit after 9 o'clock. Please join us at Facebook.com/Khanna, the number 4kids. Khanna, the number 4kids on Facebook. Dr. Khanna is an attorney, a child safety advocate, and a servant of the underserved and champion of the nonprofit Voice of the Kids, which takes all the donations for his post-incarceration Juvenile Justice Reformation Act initiative. And we know that's a lot of words, so we call it in short our returningyouth.com campaign. That's returningyouth.com, because we are returning post-incarcerated young adults back to a productive life after they get out of incarceration. So we are doing this by providing them with medical, psychological assistance, anything they need to be secured a job, to build a career, and greatly improve their lives. Today, it's the day after Super Bowl. We're going to be talking about that and some other things. Good morning, Dr. Khanna.
Good morning, Gary. Good morning, everyone those are listening to this. It's a wonderful, sunny, and white day in East Coast. Well, this is the day after Super Bowl. So I'm sure a lot of things happens in the Super Bowl. So I thought of kind of brag a little bit about what happened yesterday and have an open discussion with my colleague, Gary, in regards to, because yesterday was pretty interesting. And before yesterday, when we all heard that Tom Brady kind of jumped off from Patriot and joined the Tampa Bay team, and that was kind of pretty interesting. But I think he did a good job yesterday, and he did led his team win the Super Bowl. So everybody were kind of bragging about it. So, but the other team, the Kansas City, they didn't play bad. They were also equally great, because when you are in a game, it's not about who is going to win, who is going to lose. It's all about the amount of dedication, amount of energy, amount of spirit you want to put into it. That's what matters. So why are we bringing this topic in the news bite on Sunrise? Well, because life is also a game. It's not about winning or it's not about losing. It's all about putting forward yourself. Put your best effort. That's the quote you got to pick it up from today, is putting your best effort. So what do you think, Gary? If you need to talk a little bit about the Super Bowl, what happened, don't you think both the team put their best effort?
Well, I think it was a good game. I think both teams put their best foot forward. I think there's a lot of conversation, quite frankly, around the many calls that the officials gave, and they seem to be mostly against Kansas City. And there's a lot of tweets going back and forth against that. I have no comment about that, but it definitely affected the team. But it did seem like Tampa Bay was, I hate to say it, it looked like they were the better team. They did shut down the offense. It was a monumental Super Bowl for a number of different reasons. Number one, you have the oldest quarterback ever, and I think the youngest at the same time. They called it the best of all time versus the best of our time, which is very interesting. It was the first time Kansas City was ever held to less than double digits. It was the first time that the Kansas City lost by double digits. It was just a very different type of Super Bowl. It was the first time the Super Bowl was first time ever the Super Bowl was played at a home team, because the Super Bowl is chosen at a particular point in time in the beginning of the year, and you never know who the home team is going to be. Well, it's the first time the home team was played by the Super Bowl. It's the first time with coronavirus that they only had 1/4 of the fans in there, and they actually put cardboard faces to make it look like it was filled. There's a lot of firsts. I'm probably only mentioning half. It was entertaining. I wish there was less penalties called. I just like to see the game played, but it was a very interesting day.
No, that thank you very much for bringing that up, Gary. Yes, it is first time for a lot of things. But what you just said about the oldest and the youngest, this is what this all sunrise is all about. Whether it is old, whether it is new, whether it is short, whether it is long, it's not that. It's all about equality and all about putting your best effort putting forward. So that's if we all put our best effort, then there will be no question of. And since we are talking about putting the best effort, well, we all are celebrating, as we know, that February is the Black History Month.
Yes.
So we need to make sure that everybody needs to recognize every single Black person they know, because this is the month to recognize them. This is the month to appreciate them. Well, this is not the only month out of 12 months, but this shows that we are not about colors, we are not about gender, we are not about anything. We all are human beings, and we need to put forth our best effort to recognize, appreciate every human being, those who have contributed something or other to this country. So by saying that, I would like to recognize in 1944, the first African American to became or was accredited to attend the White House press conference. And the person was Harry McAlpin. White House press conference in 1944. That was a big deal during that time. So he was the first African American to do it. Nonetheless, since we're talking about, doesn't matter what gender you are, well, in 1986, Debbie Thomas was the first African American woman to win the women's singles of the US National Skating Championship. So that was also a big deal because she was a pre-med student at Stanford University. So today, let's recognize both of them and appreciate what they have done for this country. Well, another interesting day today. Before Gary jumps in and closes up, I would like to say, because we all bring up some fun stuff during this for sunrise. And there are multiple fun stuff, but as you know, I love eating. So food is my weakness, and so does Gary's. So today is also known as Molasses Day. Molasses, molasses. So what does that mean? Molasses Bar Day. Sorry, not only molasses, it's Molasses Bar Day. Well, to be surprising, in 1500, that's when this molasses bar day recipe or whatever, how to make the molasses bar started by Portuguese. Long time ago, 1500. So that means there are two types of molasses. They talk about beet molasses and corn molasses. We are famous in consuming corn molasses, but they said that 50% of the molasses come from beet and they're much more tastier. So the way to celebrate Molasses Day, Molasses Bar Day, please make your own molasses bar and eat it. But try to take the beet molasses. So that's one of the fun stuff in the eating side. And the other fun stuff, I'm going to leave it to Gary to close up, talking about the other important thing about the technology today going on. So I think somebody needs to kind of think about that day. Gary.
Well, two things I want to talk about. One quickly. Today's Clean Out Your Computer Day. Clean out your cache, clean out your trash, clean out your downloads, clean out your history. Do it all. Clean out your computer and make it look faster. But I also wanted to make an announcement. I would like everybody to please go to Dr. Khanna's social networks. It's facebook.com, Khanna the number 4 kids. It's Twitter at Khanna 4 kids, FOR kids. Instagram, Khanna 4 kids. And every day this month, starting today, we're going to be posting at least one message about Black History Month. So we're in honor of Black History Month. There'll be at least one tweet a day trying to honor the person having to do with Black History Month. So please join us on those social networks. Dr. Khanna, this is a great day today. We're tired from everybody's tired from the Super Bowl, but we're here to honor Black History Month. And please join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, a little bit after 9. Thank you, Dr. Khanna.
Thank you very much, Gary. Have a wonderful day and blessed day.